Hey, y'all, and welcome back to Tales from the Table Studios, where you deserve a seat at the table. We are super hyped to be back with the premiere of a new series for All Mutant Kinda Masks actual play. We're going to take a sec and just throw it around the table so everyone can take a sec and say hi and let you know who they are, because all these wonderful people are amazing and you should know who they are. And I'm just going to pick someone on screen and then we're going to popcorn around. So feel free to just point the camera at whoever you want. Rose.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Rose, or Rose from the Grave. I will be playing Dahlia Rodriguez, aka Crypsis. I am playing the Delinquent Playbook. It's my first time on Tales from the Table Studios, and I'm excited to be here.
Oh, yeah. You can just throw it at anyone.
I'm throwing it to Will.
Fucking knew it. Hi, hello. My name is Will. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Jules Jones, aka Mach 1, who is the joined playbook. That's what it is. And surprisingly, this is also my first time playing on Tales from the Table. I have GM'd before, but
technically there was one Days of Tales game. There's a Pokemon Tales game. I think you jumped in at the last second before.
Oh, at the very, yeah, I do remember that.
Literally like a minute before we went live.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I remember that, because I remember so little about those events.
I must have been the first one. It was such a long time ago.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, you can throw it to anyone else.
I'll throw it to Q. That feels fitting.
It does. Hi. Hey, howdy. I am the one that knocks. You can call me Q. He, him are the pronouns. And today I will be playing Keyshawn Goldwyn, aka Tempest, the Nova playbook. And I am the one to which Mach 1 is joined. Eli.
Oh, hi. My name is Eli. I am playing Fallon Decibel, also known as Feedback. We both go by any and all pronouns, and I'm playing the Janice playbook. He and X to you.
New thing for me. I'm usually somewhere in the middle. This is wild. Hi, everybody. I'm Extel. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Wesley Hale Sklar. You can tell me if I'm mispronouncing that line or not.
You're good.
Also known as Safelight, who is the Legacy playbook. His pronouns are also he, him. And I'm very excited to get into this, and I'll kick it right back into Lion's territory.
I guess that sends it back to me. Hey, y'all. It's Drake Lionheart. Most people call me Lion. I am here. I use the he pronouns. I'm very excited for this. And with that, I think we're ready to get started. And I think where we begin is we find ourselves following, actually opening the page, I think, for the first issue of a comic. As so often is the case with a game like this. And I think our first few panels kind of whiz by pretty quickly. We see just this sort of lush green like garden that stretches out for quite some time. These perfectly pruned and primped trees that sort of line a cobblestoned pathway leading up to what seems to be an overly large manse that definitely has seen a few better days. Just a little bit worn, beaten. Although, as we linger on one of these panels, we can see that some of the damage is relatively new, and that there are some attempts being made to sort of put back together or rebuild in what has been damaged. I think as we follow through down that cobbled path, we find our way through the large wooden doors carved with intricate swirled patterns and stained glass windows that take up about a third of them, and up a wide set of stairs that splits in a Y into these two sort of swirling spiral staircases. And then we see a set of perfect black loafers, sort of stepping up some of these steps, and they stop outside of a door. And there's a soft knock at the door, a single knuckle sort of rapping against the wood a bit. And then a voice that, Wesley, I believe is familiar to you from the other side. Wes, can we talk? This, of course, Dr. Dr. Monroe.
Just give me a second. And Wesley is standing in front of a full-length mirror in his room. He's got these. He's a young black man, of course. His hair is cut in a sort of low fade. His hair is deep black with specks of like white throughout it that almost make it look like stars. And he's you can't tell because he's wearing right now a similar looking suit that is very deep black. All of it tie, shirt everywhere. But what's unique about it is that it also, like his hair, has these similar specks of like shiny, some sort of material. They don't look like they might be diamonds, but they are some sort of shininess speckled throughout the suit to make it look glittery, and also it resembles like a kind of staring off into space. And as the camera pans towards his face, you see there's some light stubble on there, and he has entirely black eyes, and he's just putting on the suit jacket, looks at himself, straightens the tie, and goes to open the door. Hey, Doc, what's up? You want to come in?
You open the door, and it seems almost overnight. Dr. Monroe wears a little bit more of her age here. You can see that there are streaks of gray in her otherwise sort of short chestnut hair, lines that are sort of running out from her eyes, just soft crow's feet. There's bags underneath her eyes where it doesn't feel like they'd really been there before. And it's difficult because you can't help but wonder if this is new, or maybe you just haven't had the opportunity to stand this close and not be actively in motion long enough to sort of notice these things. Obviously, Alania Monroe's been very busy over the last few years, working to make Terabastia a reality, create this opportunity for mutants and humankind to sort of find a spot that they can have a conversation and find something that can work for everyone, that isn't reliant on the good graces of those around you. And I think she smiles softly and sort of like nods. Thank you, Wesley. And will sort of walk past you into your room. She stops about halfway between you and where the mirror was and looks at you through its reflection, and then finally turns. And there's a moment where that smile sort of widens a little bit, and she goes, "How are you feeling today?"
All right, I guess as can be. Just ready to go out and do whatever it is I have to do there.
Are you sure? It's okay for it to be overwhelming. It's a lot. I know. I understand that.
It's fine, really. Just go out there and do what Mom always wanted.
She nods. They sort of step towards you and put their hand on your shoulder. Their eyes meeting yours. That sort of soft, like emerald gaze. She'd be so proud of what you've done to help us accomplish this, to get to this point.
Yeah. I'm sure. Is there anything else you needed?
Nothing that can't wait if you'd like to take some time to yourself.
I just need to, finish getting ready. I gotta sign my shoes. Sorry, that's a terrible lie, but I just like some time.
Wesley, it's okay to take time. You're more than deserving of it. We have some before we have to go.
Yeah. Is Michelle gonna come with us?
I think that Michelle will probably join us tomorrow. I imagine it would be very overwhelming for her. There's going to be a lot of new faces, some of which are not our biggest fans. And perhaps we give people time to settle in first.
It's just, why do we have to put on for them? It's just it's like we're still trying to prove that we never mind.
It's a fair
It's okay.
question. If you'd like, I can try to answer it.
Sure.
It is very easy to look at this as us putting on airs and performing. And there are certainly people who will see it that way, and some of us, and she motions to you, who will feel that way. I like to see it as more of a celebration. It's an opportunity. It's us having a moment where we can show that we are comfortable, that we are safe, that we are unburdened. Because when we do have to sit down and have these hard conversations with people who don't like what they see when they look at us, it will maybe provide a different view. One that we can use as a baseline, as a foundation.
If you say so. Yeah, okay. I'll finish getting my stuff together and I'll be ready to go.
Just know that it's okay to be skeptical and it's okay to be uncertain and unsteady. That is an important part of how we've gotten here. An important part of our survival mechanism.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Thanks for the talk.
And she turns, and as they make it to the door, they stop for a moment and then turn back, and a finger goes up. And they go, "Oh, I had almost forgotten." And she will retrieve from inside of her blazer an envelope. A familiar one you've seen many, many times before. You don't have to be close enough to be able to read the words written in what seemed to be perfect penmanship across the front. And even if it wasn't for the large Hickman Max Sec stamp on it, you would know exactly what this letter is, who it's from, and why it's here. Another one of these came.
To put it with the rest.
Of course. And there's a moment where I think they look back out into the hall, and then will stop and put the letter down on your dresser before walking out.
Close the door. Take the letter and throw it in the drawer.
I gotta ask, how many are in that drawer?
More than a few. I feel like this entire drawer is probably dedicated to these letters, so there's probably at least 10 in there.
Mm. Are any of them open?
Never.
Of course. I think I'm gonna ask, as our camera sort of pulls back as we cut to our next panel, what is the last image that we see of you, Wesley?
There's he's holding up his hand, and in his hand there's a small, without this sort of like bright outline of it, you probably wouldn't be able to see it because it is pure black. But there's this hard light construct floating in his hand, just square box shape, and it chips away slowly over the period of time that it takes, and it turns into the safeguards symbol, and he sets the hard light construct on the lapel of his jacket.
Love that. So, and I think as we turn the page, I'm going to ask Tempest, Mach 1, what is the first thing that we notice in this next panel?
Storm clouds that have come out of fucking nowhere. It is a very clear evening going into night. And suddenly roiling out of thin air, it seems, are a bunch of clouds sort of hanging over a farm. Okay, so they said if we put this rod down, I call the power, then it'll hit both of our outfits.
That's good because
Because then it'll juice up our fits so that they look primo.
okay,
Okay.
I'm with you so far, but you hear me out. Are a storm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where does the lightning come in? Because you can just do that.
Right. which is why I'm gonna channel it into your outfit.
Okay.
Just trust the process.
Why does it have to be extra?
Because we're going to a gala.
Okay. Excuse
show
me
up-
for never having been to a gala before.
You show up and you show up at a gala. I don't know what to tell you, but
Sorry, that didn't happen at the other galas that I've been invited to.
you mean
Jeez.
the none of them? But you have access to the internet,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you really about to make me Google gala in the middle of this fucking field?
I mean, no. I've already got it pulled up. It'll just show you effectively Met Gala. I'm gonna assume that there's a Met Gala version, like there's a Met Gala in this. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. You
Yeah,
you
Met
literally
Gala.
can pull up like info on the Met Gala like that.
Yeah,
that's-
Met Gala.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we're
Okay,
showing
yeah,
up.
these are extra as fuck. All right, fine.
What even? It's cool powers. We get to show off the cool powers.
I'm not used to showing off the powers.
Okay. Well, if it makes you feel any better, yours is going to be a little more low key. You're just going to be bright as
don't
fuck.
believe- I
You're just
don't
gonna be
believe you.
bright as fuck, my boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could give you the clouds if you want.
No, that doesn't make sense. You should do the clouds,
Okay.
Tempest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on.
Go on.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
I will do
Stan-
this. You will owe me.
What? No. Nah, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this
I'm
works.
only going to this as your +1
Yeah,
because you didn't want to go by yourself.
this is true. But like, you're my best friend, so why would I owe you?
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right. Hold still. All right.
I feel like maybe we don't see it. We just sort of pull back and there's like the lightning flash. And, like, yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So good.
So when it comes back to these two, you see Tempest, aka Keyshawn, tall, like pretty much at 6'5", which is wild because he is a teenager, but he's got that like lanky basketball figure going on. He's got long locks that are sort of electric blue at the tips right now. He is currently wearing a puffer
Oh.
jacket. Yep.
Are we doing the outfit reveals now, or are we saving that for the gala?
I mean, we just made it, so
Maybe
up to
they're
you.
in garment bags. Maybe we do the reveal at the gala when we walk
we can
in.
It's
do
entirely
that.
up to you.
I suppose
I'm just saying.
we can wait. I guess.
I just feel like it has more gravitas when it's like the entrance, like the full effect, you know?
Sure. Okay. Well then, yeah, just lanky as fuck boy, sitting with his best friend.
Who is also about 6'5", except maybe like slightly shorter. It's hard to say. And also, but a lot more like built and muscular. However, the way that he carries himself and moves through the world is not the way someone who is used to being that size
Yeah.
does so.
He's still just a little guy at heart.
Almost like this is a fairly new thing for him. And yeah, he like his clothes don't quite fit. Like he had to buy new ones and he didn't get the sizing quite right. And he just looks a little bit uncomfortable. He has this like dark hair that's kind of shaggy and kind of like hangs in his face. He's wearing like a very casual sort of street clothes, but like a backwards baseball cap. Some of the hair is like sticking through the front. Yeah. He sits and moves like someone who is kind of used to not being noticed, and that is not possible for him any longer.
And Tempest, I think as you are sort of zipping up the bag, there's a moment where you feel sort of a tug from the bottom of it. Glancing down is your most absolute favorite of the animals that I know your family raises.
That's you. Get the fuck out of the bag, dude.
And you just get this, you see the outline of wings flapping furiously.
Bro. Why? I'm gonna open the bag.
Just the head pops out, just this small rooster head just sticks its way out. Cockle just hanging little bit of the and then snaps at your finger.
There's an immediate like snatch back, fist up, ready. Like,
don't buck at him. He's just a little guy.
That is the devil.
That's not. Come on, you're exaggerating. I'll like go to pick him up. We'll see.
You don't even like fully get down, and he is out of the bag and leaping into your arms and settled in just perfectly.
He's just a sweet little guy.
That is Satan incarnate.
Maybe stop threatening him.
I have been so nice to him.
He's scared of you. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, well, you know what? He should be scared of me because we could have fried chicken right now.
Cover his ears.
He fully like buries his face in your arm.
And I glare at Tempest. How could you say that?
Very easily. You don't know what we've been through. I have so many scars from that fucking rooster.
Jules would know his name. But I didn't hear what you said. What is his name?
Eshu. Eshu.
Okay.
Big E, if you want.
Yeah, I do. Cool.
That's why I said it.
And I think there is
Wait.
Kishan, I think you can swear that just for a moment,
I gotta stand in.
Just for a moment.
This is what's happening right now.
There is what looks like the closest you've ever seen to a bird of any kind having a shit-eating grin.
Just so quietly. Like, mouth is moving, sound's not actually coming out, but it's mouthing, I'll fucking end you. Like, it's one of those, like, I'll destroy your whole world.
And I think that if it's okay with you, I think there is I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but I think there is just a clap of thunder and like just a little bit of a flash off in the distance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And exactly, thank you, Frodo. Exactly that. Just the pause and then the look up at you.
He's playing his character so well.
He's perfect.
Yeah, just until he starts biting you, and then
Look at this face. Look at this face.
Yeah, I know. He's so cute and loves you so much. Okay. So we have to be on our best behavior.
Okay. Are you
as my +1, you're going to be representing the school, so we can't go like ham. You know what I mean?
okay? What would that?
I don't really
Regular
know.
ham?
I don't not. We can do regular ham. We can't do like Christmas
Honey ham.
Right? You can't do honey baked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heard.
Okay. So follow-up question: are we doing digital or analog for the EPs?
There's just something about a mix CD.
I know. I know.
There's just something about a mixed CD.
I wasn't sure if they were gonna vibes with it, but I also put the QR code on the jacket just in case.
I mean, no, we don't know if anybody outside of the subway vibes with it either, but it doesn't stop us from giving it to them. So
I mean, they obviously do. That's
obviously,
why it's our popular spot.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably try to get used to this
Yeah.
whole mutant thing.
Yeah. You should. And also, there's gonna be a lot of people there. So like this is also a big help for me because like if I start going storm form, I want to make sure I've got somebody to ground me.
Jules very dramatically puts a hand on Keith's shoulder and kind of sarcastically makes deep, meaningful eye contact and says, "If you have to, you can put it in me."
Hey, we've talked about that.
I think there's a clear, just a very loud clearing of a throat from behind you, Kishon. Just a couple feet away.
You are not my. We would never do that.
I will
without
see you
protection.
at the gala.
Hey!
And then Mach 1 disappears in a like crackle of bright electric blue electricity as he just zooms off.
As you like fully
Hey!
flapping almost in a panic to like settle.
Yeah.
And standing there behind you is your father
Ah,
with a knowing grin on his face.
hey, so it's not like that, right? It's not like that. Just friend. You're just gonna do that like quiet nod. Ah, God, Dad. Okay, hey, so we've got the gala tonight. So I'm gonna eat. Dinner chores are already done.
When you think you're gonna be back?
I don't know yet. But I may stay at the school if it gets too late.
And you're sure this is all gonna be safe?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been talking about the security of the place. It's going to be a lot of dignitaries. And they invited a bunch of kids there. So, like, I don't expect it to be too terrible. Maybe boring.
Sounds like it.
Okay. No. 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 No.
He sort of like reaches out and he'll give you that like bicep squeeze
Mm-hmm.
that more often than not is the knowing hug,
Mm-hmm.
and goes, "Your mother and I have nothing but trust in you, and if you think that
Oh.
this is going to be..."
No. Okay, listen, we are not going to talk about that actually. Not gonna. Jules and I are just friends. He's like a brother. And I don't have any of those. So this is huge.
You have to take that up with your mother.
No, I don't think I will. No, I
Probably
think
the right decision.
yeah, no. Hey, listen. Remember, I was enough. Her words several times.
After a certain number of times, you really have to stop and wonder, don't you?
Yeah. I think after the third tree that I sort of like burned down, very close to the barn.
Trees can be replanted, barns can be rebuilt. Just
True.
be safe.
I will.
And I think there is just one of these very rare times, but I think there is that like big hug, and then the heavy like pat on the back.
Back into, we'll actually return the hug. I don't think he's particularly afraid of expressing those feelings. So it's not like one of those like, oh, okay, we're good now. Yeah, he'll just really just lean into it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think obviously you would know for sure that your father Logan is not averse to expressing or showing emotion. Just physical touch is not his particular cup of tea. But it's clear that like he goes out of his way to ensure you know how much he loves you.
Yeah. And it's never been a question.
And he will make sure to meet your gaze again as the two of you break from this hug. And he goes with a very serious look. And always use protection.
God, Dad, I just...
And he turns.
I've got the condoms just in case. How about that? Did that make you happy?
And as he walks back towards the house proper, he just sort of waves his hand, and he goes, "I'll make sure to tell your mother you're being safe."
Or you could just not. You could just not say anything.
Love that.
Oh God, I'm gonna get so many texts about that. He's gonna zip up the garment bag and probably take off with it into the sky.
Yeah. I think there is just that panel of you off into the sky, and then another one of just the sky. And I think there's 2 or 3 of those as we watch the clouds sort of roll on by. Eli, I have to ask you a question. Fallon, I have to ask you a question. I know that your family is pretty well positioned, I think is safe to say.
Yes.
Is it, when we think about what the decibel is that?
Yeah, decibel.
Decibel. When we think about what the decibel house looks like, are we thinking Manhattan penthouse or Long Island significantly larger than half the other houses on the block?
It's more of the latter. Being in the city is like too distracting, so kind of more on the outside, big house, big space to do things. Fallon has their own private room so that they can practice, because they need to put in several hours on top of the tutoring and on top of the formal lessons and class, so they need all the space they can without disrupting anything else that's going on in the house. So yeah, very, very big, bigger than need to be kind of home, all status.
That depends on who you ask, of course.
Well, my parents think that it's the right, size for, what's going on for them. And, definitely all eyes on the neighborhood kind of looms over how big the house is compared to the houses around it. Mom did reservations, things like that. It's a whole thing.
So, as we cut to our next panel and we see the outside of this home, well, part of it, I think it's larger than the panel will allow.
Mm-hmm.
But as we cut closer, I think we come in through one of the windows. And where do we find Fallon? What is he getting up to?
I think it's practice. I think that it's a scheduled time. So it's you would hear in this space like a metronome like ticking to keep measure in time. But Fallon has kind of removed the noise because they hate keeping time. They have the ability to do itself. So as it's just rocking back and forth, it's just an audible silence. And then Fallon sits in the center of this room. They have this cello between them. And they just begin to this slow like rake of the bow across the strings, and it just makes this resonance that is both louder than the light tension she's putting onto the string, but it provides this like both this vibrato and this resonance that seems a lot more airy than the space that they're in. Almost like a grand cathedral, just bounces off the walls, diffuses in all places, and then Fallon just like after that first movement of the bow until it gets to the end, then it just kind of moves into this very complicated piece that they've been kind of working on. Just moving with just like, their eyes are kind of closed. They're just rocking back and forth. They're feeling all of like the motion behind the piece, remembering where their fingers need to slide up and down, and remembering all of that. And it's just a moment where they just like, to them, like it's like all this noise is happening, but in their like mind, it's just this quiet that they've just kind of pushed out of them as they're just, it's more of like repetition and habit. They've been doing this for so long that they don't even have to really think about it at this point. They can just go through it. And Fallon has tawny skin, very like tone-shaped individual, given how much they have to spend playing and lugging this heavy cello around. They have a very poised and serious look to them. Even though there is that passion that's kind of behind it, they've kind of had to be very rigid at the same time. There's a desire or like a unconscious need to like constantly have this like outward presentation for them. Even though they're alone, though, they have to, they have to sit up straight. Their shoulders have to be back. They don't know what relaxation is. You can kind of tell in the way that they're a little tense in it. Their hair is just kind of like up in a bun, just like loose bun, just to kind of keep it out of their face. And they just keep playing until the final bit of that note. I think the last like bit is a little like the thing they're struggling with the most, like that last like bit of crescendo up, and there's like at the end one slight miss like placement of the final note, and it's a little discordant, and it literally cuts through all the diffusion, and then everything goes silent. No resonance, no movement. It just like snuffing a candle out, just becomes so quiet, and all Fallon says after that is fuck. And then they just, finally like lean back, but it's still not a relaxed like posture when they lean back into the chair for a second to take a breath and a beat.
Love that. And I think I'm going to ask you, in this moment, as everything falls silent, and you sort of lean yourself back, sort of, what's something that you notice is just slightly out of place in your room? Something that is just not exactly where it should be.
I think like Fallon's like got their head like resting in the top of the backing of the chair. They kind of like turn their like neck to the side. There's like shelves of awards and ribbons and all of that stuff. Her in photographs with like important people, or at least important people to their parents, like the people that she needs to be like rubbing elbows with. And I think there is like, there's like one of the rewards, or maybe even a couple of those rewards. I think those are the things that are like askewed. or like things are like on different shelves or something like that, and it's noticeable enough for them to wonder if somebody was in here.
I think we kind of sit with that for a moment, that curiosity and that quiet. And then there's a sort of harsh knock at the door. And I think before you even say anything, it opens.
I think Fallon works to quickly like sit back up straight because she can only imagine who it is.
It swings open, and there are two people standing on the other side of it, now in your doorway, although as they are mid-conversation, they proceed into the room, not waiting for an invitation or permission. This is your mother and your uncle walking in, and your uncle already sort of dressed sort of to the nines in this very clearly very expensive suit that is just slightly off from being like the style of the season, obviously not wanting to accidentally end up wearing anything anyone else is, but close enough that it won't seem out of date or too outlandish. And the couple of words that you hear are your mother going, I just want to make sure that there's really no concern. Things can get very complicated at these things, and it would be absolutely devastating. And he just sort of like nods and pats her on the shoulder and flashes that big smile that you've seen him use to get in and out of virtually anything. And he goes, it's going to be fine. They're going to blow everyone away, and it's going to be wonderful. And in a worst case scenario, people leave angry and remember a wonderful performance. What's the worst that could possibly happen? And then he looks over and he sort of arches a brow and he goes, right, kid?
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity again. There's supposed to be a lot of different kinds of people, dignitaries,
It's an opportunity, see? Dignitaries.
Things like that. Yeah.
She kind of rolls her eyes a little bit and goes, we know plenty of dignitaries. We have plenty of friends who can help. There's no need. And she turns away from him and over to you and goes, there's really no need to put yourself out in this way. There's plenty of other upcoming events that would be less complicated or confusing.
Yes, but it's more well-rounded. It shows charitable willingness to be community-oriented. We don't have a lot of that on the resume. We could always have more on the resume.
And again, he sort of like leans in and he puts the arm around your mother's shoulder and he's almost like hanging off her, kind of. And it was like, you can always put more on the resume. Think about how good it's going to look for college. They helped change the world, maybe. And you notice that just out of her eye line, his hand is kind of going like this, kind of spurning you on to keep selling.
I'm just like laying in his. Plus, I practiced the piece. The piece has been practiced over and over and over again. Come on. You've also told me that I need to be doing these things on my own, trying out things.
Well,
and
yes, but on your own, so far away from family, I don't know if that's
not family. And it points to my uncle. He will be with me the whole time. And if anything gets the whole time, and if anything happens after the performance, we can immediately leave.
Okay. All right. Fine. Okay. I think that's fine. I am so sorry. I need to step away for one moment because there's somebody knocking outside. I apologize so much. Please hold for a moment.
You guys want to talk about?
Okay, so sorry about that. We're good. I apologize.
Okay.
We were so ready to band, and it's great that you cut us off
I mean, I can go. I
before
can
it
give you all an
would take
opportunity
an
to
hour.
enter if you want.
Yeah, we would have not stopped.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually fine.
There's that sort of like sigh and the eye rolling. You see the fidgeting. When that means she's gonna give in.
I'm just you know,
Okay.
wide eye.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure that you are going to do brilliantly. You've done all your practicing.
Yes,
Right?
homework's
You're prepared. You're ready for this.
everything's ready. Homework's done for tomorrow. You know, all of it. Taking care of it.
I do expect you back before lunch tomorrow. I recognize you may not make it back tonight, and there's again that like glare at your uncle, and again that big smile. And of course, if anything goes wrong, you can always call me or Daddy anytime, of course, and we will make sure that things are taken care of.
I have you on speed dial 1 and 2.
Of course. Good. Great. Excellent. I'm sure you're going to do wonderful. Because really, that's just the only outcome.
Right. Anything before she thinks about changing her mind, because it could. Fallon's gonna like rush off to go grab their stuff so that they can head out.
And I think the last thing you hear as you like rush and they start walking off is your mother going, I just don't know how I feel about him associating with those types. Between us, of course. And I think that's the panel we sort of leave that on. Mm-hmm. And then the next panel that we see. You know what, Dahlia? I'm going to ask you. Can you, paint us the panel that we are opening on next?
Okay, so I think that Dahlia has there's loud, angry punk music blasting from a very old boombox that's on a like cupboard. She's wearing a really nice dark red dress that has a little slit that shows a little leg, and it contrasts almost beautifully against her blue skin. And she's got these round, pale, full moon eyes. She's got chopped black hair that looks like she just cut it herself. And despite the nice dress, she's wearing big stompy combat boots and also a really ratty green flannel that just is fully asynchronous with the rest of the outfit. Like the makeup is pretty smudged and looks like, she's got access to probably actual things, but it's really just like Sharpie and like how she's always done it. And yeah, I think she's mostly just checking herself out and being like, no, not this one. And then she zips to one part of the closet and pulls out another flannel and is like, no, is this one good? No, zips. And then it's a denim jacket. And then, no, not that one either. And then she goes back to the original flannel and like rips a little bit up and is like, okay, now I'm good.
And I think it's as she does that sort of like peek back and the side pose to it, you see in the mirror a familiar figure, a little on the taller, wider side, in this like full. Again, it's almost like a just high end suit, But similar to your own flannel, the like blazer itself has kind of like shreds running through it, and there's paneling along the arms on the suit jacket, um, as the just dark eyes of Duncan Reed kind of like look at you, and there is something about you've never seen this man in anything even regardly or even like remotely close to his suit before. And he looks absolutely miserable.
Ongito, how did you arrive to your own funeral? What happened? Why did you die? You're a zombie. I got it. No, you're a clone. That's what's going on.
Don't joke about clones. That happens.
That happens?
That happens.
Wait, so when do I get my clone? Because
No,
I'm
you
thinking
don't
two of
want-
me.
No, you don't want the one of you.
Of course
is
I want a
already-
clone, Duncan. Are you kidding?
Fine, you want a clone, but we don't want you to have a clone.
That makes more sense. Okay, that's fine.
I
But,
don't
like-
think the world could handle a clone of you.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Well, as long as we got that understanding. Why do we even have to go? We're not like the public facing like of these heroes. Like what is can't we get like I don't know.
Listen, kid. You have to go because you are quite literally proof positive that this works, or at least you will pretend to be. And I have to go because they're not going to let you go without me.
Well, I wouldn't go if you're not going because if I'm going to be miserable, you're going to be miserable.
And this is why I'm going.
There we go. Yes, okay. I am your reformed test case. I am the example, exhibit A of you can take somebody and shake them up a little bit, throw them in your fancy school, and now
You don't
we're.
have to sell it so thick. You don't have to lay it on so thick, kid.
Can I just not talk? Like that's the dream. Let me just stand in the back. I don't say anything. I'll smile.
I don't know what the doc has planned. All I know is that you should be ready because I'm sure you'll end up on camera sooner or later. We all will. But take a beat. I know. But think about, and you can feel the reluctance before he goes. But think about what happens if this works. This could be something, kid. It might not be perfect. Fuck, it won't be perfect. But it could be something. Something more than this.
I think she looks back and there's some memento from high school or a time before her life was upended by being a mutant and all the things that came with it. And she thinks about a time when she was normal and that everything was normal. And she just groans and goes, okay, I'll stay for pictures. I won't teleport anywhere that I'm not supposed to
That's
on
a good one.
purpose.
I like that one.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Okay.
What is it that she always say? Your best is all you can ever do.
Your best is all.
think that's
No, I've in my experience, that's not the case, buddy.
But it's the game we're playing today.
It's the game we're playing. I fucking hate these games, but okay, I am only doing this for you, Shardy Party. But like, you owe me so much.
We're gonna run that back. What was that?
You're gonna owe me so much.
No, I caught that bit. It's the
Oh,
before.
Shardy Party? Because we're going to a party, Shardy. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? No, don't be farty on me, Shardy. Come on, my shardy.
And you can see that he is trying not to break here. So hard he is trying not to. Get it all
I
out
think
now.
okay. Okay, I'm done. I got it out of my system. I got it out of my system.
You sure?
I got it out of my system until we get to the car.
I'll take it. A win is a win.
You got to take the wins where you can get it. Okay,
You're so wise.
sorry. Run that by me one more time. What?
You're so wise. You're
Oh,
wise.
I'm so
The
wise. Thank you.
wisdom
Sorry, it's
deep in
you know
your
when
soul.
you've got a classic hero's voice, and sometimes that shit just goes right past me. It's very cool. I have to understand. Intimidates the shit out of the criminals, but sometimes for the audio processing, dog shit. I got nothing on it, but I appreciate you giving me the second chance. I thank you. Wise. That's a new one. I should tell the professor to bump up my grade in wisdom. You didn't what? You didn't do
Nope.
wisdom class?
Not doing it. I'm not
No?
doing it. Nope.
Okay.
No, not this one. Not this time.
You're getting too good at knowing my bait, and that is unfortunate for me because that means I have to find someone else to bully. Oh my god. That's okay. There are definitely people I can bully at this party.
No, that is
No, I got you. I'm gonna leave you be this entire night. And
no. That's not better. I feel like that's
hey, I'm in the
definitely
car,
not
bud.
going to work out better.
Are you coming back?
You blink back in, and there is a cigarette between his lips. And he is like reaching for it, and you blink in, and it just snaps.
I see we all have our secrets. And then it's Vops back, and then we'll wait in the car.
And there is the very classic string of censored expletives in the word bubble in that last panel as we pull out. And I think this seems like the right place. It's a little early, but this seems like the perfect place for us to take our break. So we're going to take about 15 minutes, get up, stretch our legs, use the bathroom, grab some water, grab a snack, do all the things we can't do while we're here. But then we'll be back, and you should be too, for the second half of today's episode of For All Mutant Kind. See you in a few.
Shardy B is in here. We have
Charlie, oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, they got me. Here we go.
Welcome back, yo. We're back from break. There's vibes here, but we're back from break, and hopefully you're here too. We took some time to go stretch our legs, grab a snack, grab a drink, do all the things we can't do while we're here, and hopefully you did too. And hopefully you're back now. And if not, that's okay. You'll either never see this part or you'll see it on the VOD. I don't know, but either way, we're happy and we appreciate you. And yes, we're back and we're hinged. So
I'm just gonna lie to the people like that.
I don't like what you're implying, sir.
Okay, then I'll just say it outright. Ain't now one of us here hinged.
Yeah, you're right. we
caught red-handed.
That's a while ago.
So I think that as we come back, we find ourselves sort of following as this large ship sort of pulls up to this wide, intricate looking dock. There is ahead of it this large sprawling island ahead with these what seem to be impossibly sized trees that sort of spread out across it, things that would make redwoods look like bushes by comparison, lush green and complex sort of craftsmanship that create pillars and buildings that line the outside, the area around the edging of the island itself. And then as we sort of move past that boat, we watch as a number of people sort of are coming off of it all dressed in complex, intricate fineries, and beyond it is more of these sort of cobbled paths that have themselves these erected pillars of different colors with things sort of woven between them as well, lights that sort of blink in and out. There's fruits of different colors, shapes, and sizes hanging from some of the lower branches. There's bushes that sort of sprout up in these different colors, flowers, and lining all of it against every like large wall, hanging from some of the larger trees, are these big screens. And on each of them is the focus of what seems to be this long red carpet, leading into an impossibly large dome that itself has been sort of woven as this perfect mixture of like nature and architecture. So much of it is like intricate filigreed wood mixed with basic like pillars that themselves are sort of segmented, that have more vines sort of weaving in and out of them to create this just sort of massive structure. In front of it is the doctor, is Dr. Alania Monroe, in the midst of an interview, it looks like. And we overhear as she says, "For years, we have worked to find ways to ensure even ground and even footing, and to have these difficult conversations that so many want to have but don't feel like they have the opportunity to do so, and others who I think don't understand that they want to yet and might be scared of what that means and what it forces you to sort of imagine about yourself. But ever since founding the United Future Foundation in 2008, it has always been my goal and the goal of all of us to ensure that Homo sapien and Homo mutatis can find that common ground and find a way to move forward together. And it became clear to me a number of years ago that in order to do that, we'd have to ensure that there is somewhere that we can call safe. Not away from the rest of humanity, not away from everyone, but somewhere where we can ensure that it is a level playing field, that it is an open place for dialogue and discussion, where we don't have to always be afraid, and where you don't have to always be afraid. The goal here is that peace. It is that calm. It is to be there together, to be here together. And I look forward to what tonight and this week will mean for the future of all of us. And we pan past it. And as we do, I think we find ourselves back with Dahlia and Duncan as the two of you are sort of coming off of the dock and around towards where that like opening to the red carpet itself is that leads into the larger structure. And I'm going to ask, as you sort of overhear some of this from the speakers that sort of are laid out around the walkway, what is it we see from you here in this moment? What are you feeling, Dahlia?
I think for her, she is trying her best to look like she doesn't care. And I think that focus betrays a bit, especially for those who either know her or are familiar, that, you know, her arms are crossed and she's got her tongue in her cheek, and half listening or trying to appear like she is. And more just trying to look at everything. The bright lights make her uncomfortable. All of the people that, like, she can't help but feel like part of this feels like a circus and she's one of the acts. It's a little weird.
I think that you feel similar vibes rolling off of Duncan. I think there's that same sort of discomfort, and I think it's clear that he only barely wears it better than you do.
Bonquito, you just say the word and I zip us out of here. And I mean, truly anywhere. There's a diner down the street, down, you know, maybe down 2 streets, but we can get out of here at any point.
Maybe when it's over, we can go grab a cheeseburger or something.
Oh, thank God. Do I get to take one of those cigarettes too, or no? Like, is that
There is a look that he gives you, and then he sort of like huffs, and he speeds up. But as he does, you see that his hand is just resting right out of his pocket, and the pack is held towards you, offering you one.
she zips and takes the whole pack and leaves the like a single cigarette, and then we'll just like keep it in an opposite pocket, but she doesn't take anything yet. This is her treat, and honestly more fueling her kleptomania than actually her want of tobacco. Yeah, is it, when she looks around, is there anyone that she recognizes outside of the big cheese given the speech?
Well, I'm so glad that you ask, because I think that just where you sort of whop in, you see a I'm going to say familiar face, because just off camera, I think, waiting for the opportunity, knowing that most likely you are going to be called on to join them on screen. Wes, what what is the first thing that Dahlia notices about you as she kind of poofs in?
A sparkly suit. Like mentioned before, it looks like space. What's different now is that there's also now a fully white like overcoat that he doesn't have his arms through, which has the opposite effect of like really these like speckled black dots all over it, to make them, and they all kind of look like, if you look real close, they all kind of look like tiny black holes. I mean, of course, he has on glasses too now.
Acho space light. Oh shit. Oh, this is very fancy. Look at you.
Dolly.
Oh, okay. No, we're you supposed to? Okay, so we use our real names here. Okay, Wesley, you look amazing. This is very cool. Okay, I don't how are you doing? Did you get? Do you have a stylist?
No, well, it kind of is tailored, so
I just
maybe.
she's like Shardy gave me just this dress, but I had to improvise a little bit. But so I was just wondering, like, if you had a guy, because I will say I think Shard just pulled this out of his mom's closet, and I will say Shardy's mom's got style, but still think whatever you had going on, very very nice.
I mean, yeah, you wear it well. If it is a closet look, it's fine. Um, yeah, sure. I guess I could get you in touch with the guy we know. I don't know. You know, it's a whole thing, process and all that stuff. But I mean, we could do it. We could get started maybe like tomorrow or something. Wait, are you serious? Is this like a real thing?
I think that it is as you are just fully cackling, that you, Dahlia, you hear your name. You both do actually, as Professor Monroe sort of like puts a hand out and beckons both of you.
Ah, fuck! What did I do?
Just don't be you.
Oh, you'd be surprised how often I get that. She like fully takes that on the chin and is like, "Oh, that's a good thing I don't have a therapist," and like will take Wesley's arm and like be like, "You are escorting me now. You are the person that has me captive."
There's a strong word, but let's go. Start to walk over.
And
Yeah.
as the two of you reach them, they kind of position themselves so that they are standing behind the two of you so they can put a hand on either of your shoulders, still talking with this one of the people who had been interviewing her. And Dahlia, you notice that Duncan arrives where you were a moment ago and has that look of absolute horror that he is trying to contain in this moment. And she goes, "Actually, this is such a perfect opportunity because I would love to be able to introduce you to two of the, I would argue, maybe brightest and best of what we've been doing, what we've been working on at the Academy." And there was like an arm squeeze of like prompting you both forward a bit.
For Wesley Hale. Is a Wesley Hale Scholar. Nice to meet you. Looks to Dahlia.
Ah, Dahlia Rodriguez. Ah, it's a pleasure's all mine, and hi to you as well. I love it here. Thanks for opportunities.
I think what my friend is trying to say is that the curriculum and the education brought forth by the Academy and the wonderful Dr. Monroe is a absolute pleasure as a student to receive. And we've been more than lucky to be under the tutelage of so many wonderful teachers, and it really helps build character, and the achievements that the Academy has brought forth with its students is something beyond anyone could have ever hoped, honestly. It's an honor to attend the Academy, honestly.
Yeah, the doc makes me suck less.
There is a full snort from Duncan off camera. But Dr. Monroe seems to take this in stride. It looks like they are about to say something, but the person on the other side of the microphone sort of shifts it a bit, Dahlia, over towards you, moves it back to himself for a moment, and goes, Miss Rodriguez, What was it that first brought you to the academy? That first put you in contact with Dr. Monroe? And in what ways do you feel like tonight is? What do you think tonight really represents to you and your generation?
Well, look, I'm just one bitch, and I can't speak for everyone, obviously. But, before this, let me paint you a story. So here I am, and I'm talking to this judge. And this judge says, you've got two options, kid. You're gonna go to jail or you're gonna go to this school. And I'm thinking, well, I wasn't very good at school the first time, but I definitely don't want to go back to jail. Because you see, I was there before for like 2 weeks, and that jail fucking sucked, dude. It fucking sucked.
It's just about at that like third fuck that Lania kind of like gives you another not hard but firm sort of squeeze on the shoulder and sort of offers that polite smile again to the interviewer and then looks at you and goes, a little more direct.
She turns and just looks at the camera and like goes into the microphone. It fucking sucked, dude.
Immediately Duncan sort of like walks up and will sort of take you, do the full like under the arm grab and be like, so sorry, I need to borrow Dahlia for a minute, and like walk you off camera.
Hey, but the school's great. The school really helped me out. The school's really great.
Away. And
good luck, Doc.
You hear Dr. Monroe kind of laugh a little bit and go, obviously teenagers will be teenagers, and we try and sort of encourage that kind of energy. I know it may be a bit of a problem for and he goes, oh, don't worry, it's Cable, we're fine. She's like, oh good. Just and almost without missing a beat, the interviewer will look over at you, Wesley, and will go, Wesley Hale Sklar, correct?
Yep.
That's what you said.
That is me.
So I ask this, and I do want to preface it because obviously I want to make sure that it's understood and known. I ask this because it's important to put it out there, but I do, if I'm correct, I believe son of Esther Sklar, Safeguard.
Safeguard was my mother. Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you think she would feel about what Dr. Monroe and all of you, I suppose, have accomplished here in making Terra Bastia and creating this opportunity?
She would, I think, be very proud of the work we've done here. The teachers and the students have put tremendous amount of effort into cultivating an environment that is not only, beneficial, but also rich in learning, and allows us creative freedom to be our best selves, and teaches us the way that we should go about our approach to life and being a part of society. So, and there's an almost like, there's an aura that's coming off of him that's like, for most people who know him would probably pick it up, that it's very much like he's not entirely believing the thing he's saying, but he's giving the vibe, at least with his physical expressions, that he's he does. And he continues, and I think she would be very, very proud of what we've achieved.
I don't want to take up all your time. Just one more question, if that's all right. Um,
Sure.
What, if anything, are your thoughts on the recent statements by Senator Abbott that Terra Bastia and even the Sklar Academy are overstepping and trying to forcibly position yourselves in a place to remove the governance or say of virtually mankind as a whole from what it is you're attempting to accomplish here, or what you're presenting as what you're attempting to accomplish here.
Sorry, you're asking what you think my mother would think, or
No,
what
I'm asking your thoughts if you're
um,
and
I think the senator is afraid of change. Quite honestly, I think he is um, scared of ruining whatever status quo he believes should be the way the world operates. And that fear is understandable to a degree, but um, in all honesty, when you look at us, there are many similarities that we have with each other. And definitely, there is definitely a place for us to exist in peace together. And my mother gave up her life for that belief in that, in an effort to show that. Um, so I think honestly, it is a disrespect to her memory that he even statements are his own and his beliefs, and we will work to hopefully change his mind.
almost immediately.
Oh,
I think they were going to say immediately.
Oh,
Yes,
are we?
that is what that
Can
sounded
y'all
like.
hear me?
Kind of. Give it a second.
Maybe.
Give it a second.
Okay,
Okay,
Yep.
back.
Trying to see.
We're back, baby.
great, awesome. Sorry about that. I think immediately as that last word leaves your mouth, Dr. Monroe sort of like smiles, leans in politely, and goes, I don't think I could have said it better myself. You'll have to excuse us, though. We want to make the rounds, make sure everyone is ready. And we have a long night and a few days ahead of us. And he's like, oh, of course. And she's going to, Wes, sort of lead you away and kind of look over at you and go, I think that was very well handled.
And
I
where did you go?
yeah, we're not getting any audio from you.
hello.
The gremlins are out in
Hello?
force. Oh, yeah, I think we got you. We got you.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Wesley just goes, why did he have to bring up that piece of shit?
We
Um,
there is a lot of we are in a good place right now where thankfully a lot of people understand that it is a unnecessary diatribe best forgotten. But unfortunately, there are still enough out there who are trying to ensure that these voices continue to be heard that it's going to be a question that gets asked. And we have to be ready to answer it, because otherwise they will use it as an excuse to say that we are refusing to have the conversation, we are refusing to engage, we are refusing to hear the concerns.
I'm gonna go check on Dahlia. Let me know if you need me anymore.
Of course. You're
See you
doing
later.
great. You're doing great, Wesley. You are.
He walks away to go find Shard and Dahlia.
Meanwhile, Dahlia, you, you are pulled off of camera and are led far, far away to like sort of a cutout corner. And Duncan kind of like he doesn't shove you, but he just kind of swing you around and let you go, and immediately lights up the one cigarette that he's been left with, and goes, "What the fuck was that, kid?"
I was honest. I was asked questions and I answered, and I fully panicked. Yeah, no, there's cameras, there's everything. I had
There's
no
gonna be
idea.
cameras all over this place, kid. You know that.
Yeah, but shit, do they have to go through me? There's so many other people, man. There's fucking, you can go through, Tempest. You can go through, fucking Mac One. You can go through anyone.
I think it is literally as you say that, that Jules, Kishan, the two of you sort of are walking by, and you hear your names invoked in this almost sort of semi-hushed conversation.
Can we rewind a little bit into our entrance if we're cutting to this?
Yeah. I was going to have you hit the red carpet after this, but I'm so cool with you doing it.
Okay,
now if
I
you
was
want.
misunderstanding the placement of everybody.
Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah.
Okay. So walking up, I think probably would have been a little more grandiose. Probably Tempest's idea, not Mach 1's. So there is a flash of lightning and then a crash of thunder. And then they both appear. Tempest is in a mixture of grays and blues and whites. He's wearing a very large, like, puffer jacket that is clouds. And you can see, like, the collar has moving clouds. You can see along it there are little crackles of lightning. His eyes have that like bright white, like there's lightning in them. The tips of his hair are glowing that same. He's got a wind that sort of moves about it. It's not strong currently, but it could probably kick up in a moment's notice. He's got probably cargo pants that sort of cascade with more like mist and clouds, and then the fit ends with these killer high tops, like the high tongues and everything. I'm a high top boy. I can't help it. That also seem to have some of the I'm trying to remember I don't remember the different clouds. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But it's the thin ones that just sort of drift along with his steps.
Yeah. Jules or Mach 1, I guess here, is wearing still that same like plain black baseball cap that's like turned backwards with like his dark hair sort of sticking out the front of it. But under that he's wearing like it's a tailored black suit, white shirt, black tie. But he's wearing it sort of very like loosely, like very casually, like the sleeves rolled up, the jacket sleeves and the shirt sleeves. His hands are kind of like in his pockets. He looks a little uncomfortable, but that's normal for him because he now takes up significantly more space than he's used to taking up. Matching high tops, I think, though, at the bottom of it. And he is going to look kind of like long sufferingly at Tempest, and he's going to go, now. And with a deep sigh, he is going to this sort of like flare of like ionic electric blue energy kind of like radiates off of him. The part of his hair that is sticking out of the hat turns electric blue and kind of like sticks like straight up. His eyes, which are normally brown, the irises turn electric blue with like little electricity trails that sort of coming off the side. And then all over the clothing, these little like drawings and designs light up like lightning bolts, power plugs, things like that. The tie lights up bright electric blue. This parts of the sneakers light up bright electric blue, and on the back of the jacket, the biggest thing is just a massive, like the whole back of it is just like a power symbol that lights up with a bright electric blue color.
Yeah.
Love
Oh
that.
yeah.
I think there are immediately, just from seemingly out of nowhere, dozens and dozens of shutter flashes that kind of pop and crack around you as you do this.
C-Shard, those are your faces. You know, those are the guys that should be talking to the cameras. I'm literally called Crypsis. That I'm supposed to blend in. I'm supposed to. Boop, she bops out and then 1, 2, 3, and do that.
I think Tempest is 1000% posing, and is bringing Jules along for the ride.
I would like to revisit the earlier conversation about you owing me.
Fine. I owe you one. I owe you. All right. Well, we got to pose and listen. We're going to use these. One of these pictures is going to be an album cover.
Can I do the thing?
You can do the thing. So I think as Mach 1 gets into position with his hand gestures, Tempest will turn, and on the back of his puffer jacket is a QR code that is like, it's got the electricity running through it, and under it says Supercell.
Amazing. I love that. That's so cool. And I think you, Dahlia, you pop out and in, and you point at them and are like, your faces, and you're like, I'm supposed to blend in. And this just smirk comes over Duncan's face, and he goes, okay, kid, blend in. And we'll shove you behind them.
Like, okay, so she fully like face plants into the two of them, like gets into the thing, falls like ass over face, and it's like, yo, hey, fellas, what's
Crypsis, hey, I'm gonna help you up, like scoop you up, put you into a position for a pose.
Yeah, this feels natural.
Question for you, Rose.
Yeah.
Have we met face to face since I got powers, at least?
That is a very good question.
I'm not going to say no. Like, you might know the name Mach 1, but yeah.
I think the dots haven't connected, especially since like she's changed a bunch. You have clearly changed a bunch. So like, yes. Yeah, I think she doesn't have any inkling, and so she doesn't feel awkward at all, outside of the very awkward of being now thrust in between these two people and now having to pose. Like, this is awful. What do you do with your hands? This
you could do like an M and then like a doesn't sound cool when I explain it. But
no,
it's pretty cool.
And honestly, it doesn't sound cool when you do it. But you know,
no,
I'm not gonna yuck your yum on that, bud.
It doesn't sound like anything, dumbass. It's a gesture.
Wesley, you see the happenings going on only a few feet away, where Dahlia is clearly trying not to flounder.
Hands in your pockets.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there you go. And
The
all
dress
in.
has pockets.
Dress has pockets.
Shit! Why don't they... Puñeta, who designs these motherfucking things? God damn it!
One of the people taking pictures goes, "That's a great question. Who are you wearing?"
Your mom!
Look over. Just to, can you keep it down? Just,
It's custom.
I like the thought that you say to Madre, and they're like, "Oh, I never heard of that designer." And then they just start writing it down.
100%, yeah.
Tu madre cabrón! Oh, okay.
Okay, wow.
Tu madre's cabrón. All right, we really
We'll have
love...
to look that up.
Yeah.
No.
No, okay.
Okay. Hey,
everybody.
hey, Crips, just breathe, dude.
You what was that X? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
He's like, everybody. Is everything? Are y'all good? What's happening?
Immediately,
Hey,
a
we're good.
lot of those bulbs start flashing off in your direction as well.
Can we be done in here? Can we go inside?
Yeah, we can go inside. Let's go. I think we should all have something to drink.
Yes.
Duncan very
Sounds-
loudly, as the group of you walks off, clearly pointed towards Dahlia, goes, "Best behavior."
Hey, I didn't even suggest the drink, and then Vops inside.
As we walk past the reporters and the photographers, I will reach into my jacket and pull out a stack of mix CDs in jewel cases, and I will start handing them out to everybody and say, "Here, just give it a listen if you want.
I think
There's a SoundCloud link in there if you like what you hear."
Just across the board is just shock at this and confusion, except for one photographer as you get close to the end, who's like, "Hell yeah, awesome, yeah," like looks it over and he's like, "Gotcha."
My man.
Yeah. Supercell.
That's
Remember
cool.
that? Yeah. All right. Inside. Come on.
You said you wanted something to drink. I think the punch is in the back. I think, yeah.
Okay. Do they have fun punch or like normal punch?
Punch.
It's punch. It's regular punch.
Oh, so like
Are you
not
trying?
fun.
Boring
Right.
punch. Brunch.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
is-
sure there's like a back room or something.
Brunch has mimosas.
Did you bring your own?
Bore
or something? Like-
brunch. Because
Oh.
fun punch is funch. Boring punch is brunch.
You know what? That's fair. That was on me. My bad.
I think it's in that moment that we sort of pull back from that panel, just specifically on that. Fallon, I think that there's a moment where you're on the boat still, heading to Terabastia, where your uncle just kind of like, who had been sort of on the phone for the last like hour or so, kind of letting you have your run of the places he talks to whoever it is that got him hooked up with an invitation, because you're not really sure who that is. There's always someone in your family always knows someone, but it's not always clear who that person might be. But after about an hour and a half, he sort of like hangs up, tosses the phone off onto like the oversized sort of plush red couch, and he looks at you and he goes, "All right, you ready to have a good time? It's gonna be, I know you're scared. Relaxation. We're gonna take it easy."
Okay. Like what does that mean? Take it easy. We're just not doing anything serious?
Well, I mean,
or-
you're gonna get your chance. You're gonna perform. You're gonna go on. You're gonna kick
Yeah,
ass. I'm
yeah,
sure you're
yeah.
gonna do great,
Mhm,
and
mhm, mhm.
you're gonna get a really great opportunity to just kind of hang out with some other kids your age and do whatever dumb shit kids like you get up to. I don't know. I'm not gonna be.
Oh, okay. So I'm not supposed to stay with you. I'm supposed.
Well, it depends on who you ask about what you're supposed to be doing. If we talk to your mom, yeah, we were together the whole time. It was great. It was wonderful, and you were very well
Oh,
behaved, and everything was fine.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I don't have to check in with you like every hour then.
Hour?
Yeah.
They really did a number on you, didn't they?
Maybe I don't know. I'm just you've met my mom. You're her brother. Um.
Presumably.
Okay. Yeah. No. Then we don't have to do an hour. I can check in at a later time, like a responsible amount of time, like 2 hours.
There is a moment of him just sort of slow nodding, and you can see the laughter being like aggressively pulled back in. He goes, "Yeah, that's a great amount of time. Whew, look at you living on the edge. You're really living on the edge there, Fal."
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll figure
What
it out.
is that? What is this?
I don't know. I just felt it in my heart. Okay.
It's okay. I kind of like it. I like it. We can do that. Can be our thing. It's fine. That's how we check in. Every so often, I'll walk by and I'll be like, and you just be like, and we know it's good. It's fine.
Okay. Like non-verbal. Okay. Yeah. I can do that.
I mean, as long as that works for you, obviously.
Yeah. That works for me. I can do that.
Are you convincing me or you? Because I can't tell.
Yes.
Great. That's good. Well, I'm convinced. And if I'm convinced, as the adult, if I'm convinced, I think you should definitely also be convinced.
I believe that's how it's supposed to work. Yes.
And he will sort of like ruffle your hair a little bit. Which I'm actually gonna ask. Are you what? How do you look? Describe what we.
Oh yeah. I mean, Fallon's definitely like dressed like. Probably well dressed. Her mom probably picked something. It's like a high neck, like one of those like high neck dresses. It's like for like performing, so it's all black, but it's got like a gold trim like on like the upper neck and shoulder, and then she has her hair up in like again a bun, with like a little like swoop thing going on, but pretty much that. Yeah.
Oh, he fully like will put his hand on the bun. And just sort of go like that a little bit. Just a little bit messy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She's like murmuring though. Mom's gonna kill me about how messy the hair looks if she sees the photos.
He looks down at his watch and then back up at you. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just trying to see how long it's going to take before you decide you have to fix it.
She's like looking at him, and like there's like that long pause.
Does the like patting his hands on his knees,
and probably give it like 30 seconds, like up there.
Yep, there it is.
It's fine.
I understand, and you are going to be great. You're going to do great. You always do. You are a very talented, very insightful, very.
I feel like you're also trying to convince yourself now. I hear it.
Yes, but listen. But you need to get some time to just relax, right? Everyone needs some time to just relax.
Right. Yeah. No pressure.
No pressure. Relaxation is the opposite. There shouldn't be pressure for you to relax. Bud, that's not. There is a notification over the PA that you've arrived.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna take a nice stroll. They're gonna take a couple of pictures. It's fine. It's gonna be so good. Don't worry. They'll have all your stuff ready to go when we get in there. Don't just relax. Find some kids around your age. Hang out. Maybe make some medium bad decisions, not major bad decisions. Things that won't matter after the end of the night or whatever.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
See, I know you can do that.
Yeah.
You got this. Absolutely got this.
The internal screaming.
There is the moment that you are like off the boat. It is just so much happening at once from every direction. There are so many people dressed in so many different colors and vibes. The energy that rolls off of every one of these people is so different. It's hard to sort of nail down a focus. After about a minute or two of walking, this like middle-aged couple walks over to the two of you with sort of, they're dressed in actually similarly to yourself, just almost complete black, silver, sort of instead of gold, sort of outlining some of the edging of the clothes. The both of them in these like beautiful suits as well. The buttons are clearly like hand carved into different like symbols that you don't inherently recognize. And they sort of don't even really regard you, but they stop by your uncle, and there is an exchange of smiles between the three of them. And then the gentleman, with his hand sort of in his pocket, smiles and goes, "I'm so glad that you made it. We were worried that you might not have been able to make it to the boat in time since we hadn't seen you, but we got your call and appreciate the effort that you've made to make it here today." And he kind of like laughs a little bit, and you can tell, because you've seen him like this before, that he is trying to project that same level of like casual comfort that he always sort of has, but there's clearly something unnerving to him about this conversation. And then the gentleman sort of like looks over and down at you with that same sort of wide smile. This set of perfectly aligned, pristine teeth almost look like implants. The level of like exacting that they are. And the dark eyes sort of regard you for a moment, and it looks like just there are gears turning. And he goes, "And who might you be?"
Oh, I'm Fallon. This is my uncle.
See, and he puts his hand out.
Yeah, she'll politely put a hand out to him.
Immediately, you notice that he's very cold to the touch. You can almost feel a numbness spreading through your hand very rapidly, and he doesn't keep your hand in his grip for very long before releasing it. "It's very nice to meet you. Your uncle is a dear friend, and I want you to know that I'm so glad that he brought you, because tonight is truly a momentous occasion, I'm sure. And it's nice to have more eyes here. Not
yeah.
every day you get to see the world change."
I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity. Thank you.
And he looks back over at your uncle and sort of nods again and goes, "We'll see you inside." He's like, "Of course. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's great." And the two of them turn on their heels and walk off. And unless you engage him, I think your uncle is surprisingly quiet as you take the rest of this walk up.
I don't think Fallon's really like thinking. I mean, Fallon's probably met a few weird people along the way, and she doesn't really get into her uncle's business. So I don't think she's, I don't think they're too pressed about it. So yeah, I think they're gonna leave it lie. They're just gonna chalk it up to like weird old people being weird old
Sure.
people.
Love that. And I think that it's as soon as you hit that like actual carpet that for him the demeanor changes completely, and he's back to that like big smile, casual. He's playing to the cameras as they go off, and he kind of like elbows you, and he nods in their direction. He's like, bask in it, work it, enjoy it. It's you know, you never know when the next one's gonna come around. And he kind of like finger guns at one of them.
Yeah.
Going inside is just this incredibly lavish, like open, what seems like a almost like a foyer entryway, with like intricately tiled flooring that goes between like reds and yellows and blues and purples and greens, and there are all sorts of like what at first seemed to be like hand painted tapestries of different like events throughout history, but as you get closer you can see that they seem to be made from vines knitted together to create these incredibly complex patterns. And he sort of like looks around a little bit, and then he points to someone you don't really see off in the further into the like main ballroom itself. And then he sort of gives you a nudge on the shoulder a little bit, and nods in the direction of what seemed to be a large mass of teens sort of in the midst of conversation, and goes, first opportunity.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'll go now.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hit me with it. Hit me with it. You got this.
I got this.
Hey,
I
you
got
got
this. Turn around, like panic face. But yeah, I think Fallon's gonna walk over there. They're trying to be like nonchalant or whatever, but that's not working out. It's like a hover in the distance. You know, maybe go get a punch so that they have something to hold in their hands. But all in all, just on the outskirts, not knowing how to quite engage.
Jules, while you're in the midst of having this conversation with everyone else and trying to like settle in, you see a familiar face just kind of hovering not too far away from you, very clearly sort of awkwardly half in, half out.
Assuming that I am still with Tempest, which I think I would be, as a +1, I think you would notice Jules like straighten up, just like just go tense, basically, and kind of like turn away from the direction, like turn his back towards where Fallon is.
What was that?
Nothing. It's nothing. Is there was punch? Someone mentioned there would be punch.
Yeah, there's punch in the.
Immediately
Yeah,
turning to look where Jules had been looking to try and figure out. Now, do I know that you've been having exchanges with Fallon?
I don't even know. So I think that there have been some exchanges, but it's like up to Eli if Fallon would even like recognize Jules. It depends.
I don't know if I
Jules
recognize Jules in this yet,
Right.
this like light. So no.
Like they haven't been in-depth conversations. We don't like know each other. It's a crush.
Yeah.
you know,
we have like classes together, so
Right,
I probably
exactly.
like have talked to Jules, but we're not like texting or hanging out at lunch.
So I don't think Jules would have any reason to tell you about Fallon, except maybe that you maybe know there's somebody at his school that he has a crush on.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's the most that he's probably said about it.
And I'm just
Who
like
you-
looking around in the background, just
There is a move for
Comfortable
this, though.
thing.
I was there.
Mhm.
The move, yes. I would love
There's
to
dice
do that.
roll.
I would love to pierce the mask.
And I will let you know that as the joined, I have a ability called Two of a Kind, where when you or your other half pierces the other's mask, you can mark a condition to take a 10 plus.
Okay.
So you could take a condition and automatically get a 10, but you can also just roll it.
I think I'll just roll it. I think we'll roll.
Mhm.
Love it. We're getting
believe
our
in you.
first roll of the game. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
So you're gonna
Let's see
roll
what my
plus
mundane-
You got
mundane.
this.
Plus
I believe in you.
mundane. My mundane is a -1. Let's go.
Checks out.
Nothing mundane about town.
That's so true. That's an 8, my boy.
Hey, nice. So on an
Uh-huh.
8, you get to ask one question. Typically, the questions are, what are you planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How could I get you to blank? Or how could I gain influence over you? But I am also a sucker for playing fast and loose. So if there's something else you would like to
Uh-huh.
ask Jules, you can
Who got my boy
absolutely-
all shook up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think with that. Does anybody, okay, Fallon, Fallon plays the cello, right?
Yes, the cello is their primary instrument.
Is anything that you're wearing like cello related?
No, but they're dressed kind of like what a musician would be dressed like for
Okay.
like a performance.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think that the only thing Jules has mentioned is that he's into someone who plays music, basically, someone who's like a very talented musician. And so
Uh-huh.
I think you can connect the dots with a beat.
Clear performer.
Oh, I see.
No, it's not a no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are we owing?
Doesn't-
And I think
We're not owing.
A-E-I-U and maybe even O.
seeing Fallon looking around, like trying to like find people to socialize, Tempest will raise a hand. It's like,
I hate
hey,
you so much. I hate you so much.
why?
I hate you so much.
Hey, I'm just trying to be your wingman.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't-
Just pulling random nerds out of the crowd now.
Do you know that person?
Hey,
Hi, hello.
hey, I'm Tempest.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Fallon.
Oh, are we doing
It's
real
a-
names or fake names?
But my real name's not Tempest.
I don't think it matters. Say whatever you want.
Anyway, we were gonna go get punch.
Oh, well,
This-
I have some. It's pretty good. If you wanna
Not
try it. No.
There's
Oh,
We're just gonna come with us. Come with us.
okay.
It's gonna be real boring. This is my friend Mach 1. That's Crypsis. And then that's Safe Light.
Cool. Hi. I'm Fallon. I'll go and like shake all of your hands, and then shake your hand
One by one.
One by one.
I think that
You
there
can
is a
Whoa, like a lawyer.
there is a small accidental jolt of electricity when you shake
Ow.
Mach 1's hand. Sorry that
No,
happens
That's okay.
sometimes.
That's never happened when you've ever touched me. That's
I've never done
Oh,
I high-fived like so often. That's crazy.
now I understand the Okay, let's go get the punch. It's over here.
Why? That's everyone has punch in their hands. Fallon now has
You know-
2 punches.
Oh, okay.
So
So, are you guys like guests at this event tonight?
guests, showpieces.
Show ponies.
I'm just a +1. So
We're here representing
That's
the
cool.
academy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm here so they don't kick me out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. No, Academy's pretty cool. I've heard about
Mind.
the Academy. It's a great place from what I hear.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Apparently, the two of us, gestures between himself and Cripsis, are the top students at the academy.
Just laughing in Tempest's face.
There are a couple people off, like at the like edge of the room, who sort of like stop and look at the lot of you as this cackling echoes.
Yeah, no. Okay, what? You two are the top students.
I mean,
That's quite an accomplishment. Yeah.
I mean, if it was true, yeah.
Ow,
Now,
you don't
see-
believe me.
Now, see, I thought you must be cool somewhere. But I guess it's the same for you everywhere, huh?
Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there, bud. Okay.
See?
Okay. I mean,
What's the point of going
That's
to like superpower school if
That is-
you're not even gonna top the list?
so see, here's the thing. Hey, Safe Line, who's number one right now? Yeah. Okay.
You are.
Okay.
Just for the moment. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
take it back though.
I think I've held it for a couple of months actually.
Yeah, but that's just because I've been on a little vacation. I've had to
Right.
readjust
Vacation.
myself,
Right.
get used to
Sure.
some
Yeah.
of the
No,
new
for sure.
powers that manifested.
All right. And hey, Mock, bud, it's a dangerous position that you're in to be giving me shit right now. Just saying.
It's a good punch.
Yeah, it's a
Great punch. Great punch.
You
So
got a couple of them now.
I got
you're
you.
not a part of the academy.
Oh no. I go to a different school. I'm performing tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
What do you play?
I play a few instruments, but predominantly the cello.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you're like a musician, like at the school, or you're like in an orchestra.
I do perform in my school's orchestra, but I'm also a solo celloist, so I do a wide variety of things. I've been in competitions and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Just,
Nice. So you're like
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. I've worked really hard.
Okay. Hey, Mock. You're really good. Yeah.
Do you guys play music?
Yeah, actually, yeah, kind
You
of.
don't want to hear about that. That's
Oh,
nothing. That's
no,
nothing.
Oh, come on, man. We brought the
What
CDs
instrument
and
do you
everything.
play?
Yeah, you were just giving out some CDs just a
Yeah,
minute ago.
I have like 5 copies. I can't get rid of them.
Because you
They
want
didn't-
to? That's crazy.
Yeah, because I can.
And Tempest will grab like from his jacket a couple of CDs as well. So we brought a few of our EPs. Both me and Mock we're a group.
Oh, cool.
Producers mostly, but we both play a few. Well, Mock plays a bunch of different instruments.
Not like not like well, like not like really, not like you, not like probably you.
I mean, I have never heard you play, so I can't really make that assessment.
Yeah,
so.
that's so fair.
So anyway, so he'll just hand you some of the CDs.
Oh
Hey,
snap! CD, hell yeah! It's been a minute since. I don't think you realize it, but Fallon's gonna like take the CD out, and they put it between their fingers, and they're listening to the CD.
Oh, that's sick.
That's sick as fuck.
I haven't seen a CD in a long time.
Yeah,
it's
we really
nice
wanted
to go
to.
analog. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so like we like to go to the subway and just
Mhm.
pass them out. Man, it's huge. Like it really feels real. Like we're real artists when we do that. It's pretty sick.
Are you not real artists?
I mean, well, like we don't have a contract. We're not signed anywhere.
I mean, you're an
Yeah,
artist
yeah.
if you make music, right? That's the way it goes.
I don't know.
I just
But-
make art, Milo.
Sure, but there are some that make music that shouldn't.
That's fair.
Just saying. But anyway, hey, listen. I don't know. I love mixing genres. So
Sure.
like maybe maybe you could bring your cello. We could make something dope.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always down to collaborate. My mom always told me that I need to diversify my portfolio, so I'm always down to try something new.
Great. Mark, why don't you get their number?
Yeah, I can just give you the detail. Well, I mean, I would. Yeah, no, I would need your number for that. Obviously, if I were going to give you the details, I would need your number to contact you. So,
I think we need a refill on these punches. So, how about the three of us go grab a couple? We'll bring y'all's back.
No, I want to watch this. This is so funny.
As you
No!
say that,
I think we both.
No, he's floundering. Somebody record it.
as you are being dragged off, Dahlia, Duncan sort of steps between the three of you and the direction you are moving in, and is going to kind of put his hand out towards you, Dahlia, expectantly.
High five. What's up?
Give me my smoke.
She goes, okay. And she straightens up, and then she puts both her hands out, and she goes, got it. It's in one of these hands. You got to pick the right one, though.
And he's gonna lean in, reach past your hands, and into the pocket of your flannel, and pull out the pack of cigarettes.
Eagle, motherfucker.
Put one in his mouth, and then turn to leave and stop for a moment as he turns in your direction, Fallon. And there's a moment where he sort of like arches a brow and tilts his head a little bit.
I give a really sheepish smile, playing up the very sheepish nature that is Fallon.
And he scratches at the scruff on his face. And he shrugs. And he's just going to walk past. As he exits, I think, Dahlia, you see someone walk past him into the room and immediately make a hard pivot to the right. The reason that this stands out to you is it's a face that you vaguely recognize from your first stint. It was another kid who you're having trouble placing it exactly. Definitely familiar though.
Well, I mean, I gotta let those two losers talk and try to almost speak a full sentence to each other. And I think if I stay next to the perfect wonder, like A and A+ student, I'm gonna explode. So let's see what's behind door number 3.
So A and A+ student, what do the two of you do seeing Dahlia start to sort of...
Should we?
No.
Should we?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not catching up to her. Are you?
I probably could, maybe, if I flew.
Yeah, until she bamps away again. I like what.
That's true.
Listen, we all got the same instructions. Be on our best behavior. What that looks like for each of us is what that's going to look like, really.
So those two are like, what, like a thing or something?
No, No. No,
Do they
absolutely not.
want to be a thing?
Well, I mean, one of them certainly does.
All right, yeah. Good
Listen,
for Jules, I guess.
I'm just trying to help him out. You know what I mean?
It's understandable. I mean, listen. Do you have any? Do you got any special punch on you? I think I probably need some, honestly.
I mean, I brought some. Yeah.
All right, let's go have some.
We doing this right now?
I mean, when's a better time?
That's fair. So we're just gonna find a little corner. Gonna get our punch on.
Punch it up.
So, Dahlia, as you sort of wander away, left, for lack of a better term, to your own devices, you see this kid sort of trying to sort of almost casually weaving through a lot of the crowd. It doesn't seem as though he's noticed that you're behind him or walking after him. But he also doesn't seem particularly focused on any of these people or any of the fineries or anything else here that so many others are captivated by. And then he sort of stops outside of the door to the main hall, main room that in just a few minutes everyone will be piling into to sit down for whatever entertainment and dinner is planned. Tonight is mostly going to be for photo ops and settling in so that tomorrow the real talks can begin. And he's just kind of standing there fidgeting a bit. As you get a better look at his face, you remember his name was Malcolm something. But he looks obviously older now, and a little more haggard. His hair's grown a bit longer, it's shaggier, pulled back into a ponytail, but even the ponytail's kind of messy. There's a little bit of stubble at his chin and just the wisps of mustache kind of coming in. He's wearing what looks to be an impressively detailed, certainly name brand outfit with these checkered sleeves that run down. The shoulders are kind of cut out and stitched on edging to this vest that runs down over what looks to be a full turtleneck sort of sweater. And he's just kind of standing there. And it looks like he's waiting for something.
Can I pierce the mask?
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Sweet. That's 2d6 plus mundane.
Mundane, yeah.
Sweet. My mundane is a 1.
Hey.
So let's see how we do. That's a 4. So I think that she just remembers the name Malcolm and just shouts, "Hey, Malcolm! Yo! What's up?
Wonderful. Okay. So,
Yo!
okay.
Malky.
So mark a potential.
Love it.
And you shout that, and he almost sort of jumps a little bit and turns, and immediately his eyes lock on you, and you can see the recognition on his face. And he goes like this.
She 1 step, 2 step flops over.
And immediately upon you like vopping in front of him, he like leans in and he's like, Dahlia, what are you doing here?
I don't you know I'm like their latest scholarship kid. I'm hanging out here. They're
What the
it
fuck?
was this or hanging out in like their supermax prison, and this gig way better. They still give me open windows. What are you
Fuck.
doing here? You look like, I mean, you look like fancy shit, but still kind of like shit. And
It's
she like
hurtful. I
slaps
don't
his
know
face.
why I don't know why you feel the need to. That's so mean. Why are you so mean?
It's part of my charm. I don't know. I have issues. I haven't seen a therapist yet. You pay for it. Insurance is expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Insurance is bullshit.
Insurance is such bullshit. But okay, no, yeah. So what? Are you donating a bunch of money to the institute or something?
You think I have a bunch of money to donate? What the fuck
Absolutely
is
not.
that?
That's why I'm wondering here. Are you working here? What are you part of the performance crew or something?
No, I'm my cousin's working wait staff, and so I'm here helping out. I wanted to get kind of a peek inside, see what's up.
I mean, why if you wanted to peek inside, I could just like jump you in real quick. Like that's easy.
That would be so freaking cool. Could you do that? Could we do that?
Yeah, where you want to go?
Oh, just like, and he like looks around, and he's like, let's go deep. Let's go deep.
Let's go deep. Okay, hold on. And grabs my friend by the shoulder and goes, "Fuck!" And trying to go to like as secure, like fully like place as she can.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna ask you because I don't know that we've defined this at all. But what do you think you need in order to teleport to a place? Do you just have to kind of guess out where it is? Do you have to be able to visualize it? How is it that you feel this works for you?
I think for her, it is visualization, and the more she knows about a place, the better. And so I think for her, there was like a place that probably Shard was like, this is the restricted area, don't go here. And so that's like all right, that's where we don't go. Let's see what's there. That's where the booze is. That's absolutely where all of the fun stuff is. I'm gonna go there. And she's thinking like, what's gonna be the fun thing for my friend Malcolm? Like, let's my friend, my old guy, like this is gonna be great.
Love that. And so you apparate, you just whop into this spot, and it is a relatively small room, actually. And there are a number of tables sort of laid out, and on these tables are these intricate baskets filled to the brim with all sorts of cool snacks and some like bits of technology. There's of course all three of the books that Dr. Monroe wrote as well in each of these baskets, but it's just rows of gift baskets. Beyond them, there are a series of what look like servers-looking things that are set up. A number of the lights are on. Some of them are sort of blinking in wires that run into another room past whatever it is here with a closed door. The room itself is also sort of similar to the rest of this place, that perfect mixture of sort of like natural organic growth and like precise architecture. And immediately his eyes go wide.
Oh, it's cool, right?
That's so fucking cool. What?
I know. Okay. And I'm telling you, the little salami sticks that they got here, they are peak. Here, I'm gonna go and like she's fully like trying to like rummage through all the snack baskets and everything.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and like there are you okay, I have to ask, because as anyone knows, there are always two ways to open a thing like this. Are you like pulling at the string and like undo, or are you just like tearing one of these suckers
Well, like,
open?
and here's the thing, right? Like Dahlia has teleportation powers and things that she can easily like put a portal in and like go through and seamlessly like not even leave a trace. But
sure.
She's also an asshole, so she just rips it open and is like fully going through and like not even caring. Like it's just like, yeah, I'm here for that. They did not feed me. I took Shard cigarettes, and that's all I've had for enrichment.
You you say that as you're pulling through, and like there's so many different things in here. There's like all sorts of like there's jerkies and there's like candies. There's different like little chocolates, and you say that, and he goes, "Oh, do you have a cigarette? I would fucking kill for a cigarette." What?
She goes and she's like, so here's the thing. I knew that Shard was going to take the cigarette package, so right before I took all the cigarettes out, and so there's just one cigarette and a little smiley face, and then she holds up like a bunch of loose cigarettes.
And he
yeah,
like,
take as many as you want. I don't even smoke.
He just starts taking, and he leaves you with like 3.
Yeah,
and he's like, "That's so cool. This is crazy. How do you even? You said Shard. How do you know Shard? What? Like I know at the academy, but like what?
No, I mean that's Shard's just Shard. Like that Tito, like he's so lame. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. But he's like cool sometimes.
Oh, like sometimes though. Like
but like only like on
and
sometimes.
he lights one of the cigarettes.
Yeah, and she starts coughing. As soon as the cigarettes start going on.
oh, my bad.
No, it's all good. I got asthma.
Oh shit! No, I'm not gonna fuck with that. And he like backs up all the way, so he's like by the servers and is like, just, I got you. Don't worry, it's fine.
She laughs. She's like, okay, just be like a little careful. Like, I mean, I don't care, but like, you know, I don't know how cigarettes and electricity like as. You know,
and he looks at it, and then he looks back at you, and he like puts it out on the side of it.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick, though. Yeah, that's unfortunately cool as hell.
It's like a metal casing, bro. What?
Okay, I don't know any of this tech shit. Like, that's all. Like somebody else, some dude in a chair is gonna like, I don't know, play with the keyboard or whatever.
This is, and he like he drops the cigarette, the like half smoked cigarette, and goes, "This is so cool that like you just are around doing shit like this now. Like that's just."
I mean, yeah, it's usually way boring, and usually it's like a lot of classes and a lot of like, you know, principles and a lot of stuff I don't really need to pay attention to. They give some books and stuff. This dude wrote some books.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Know.
You're like reading books and going to classes and shit now, right?
I mean, it's that or prison, and so I'm gonna choose fucking the books or whatever. Like again, I just have to like not completely fail the tests. I'm just copying off somebody else's. It's great.
So how long are you gonna be like at this though?
I mean, however long it takes until I don't have, you know, like the threat of being take it away, I guess. I don't know.
That's crazy. That's some crazy shit right there. And he like reaches down and like fully kneels to like pick up the cigarette.
Hell yeah, don't litter. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
cool.
I don't want you to get in trouble. Like, how many people are going to be back here and have a cigarette? Like, it's either going to be you or Shard. And I don't think they're going to blame Shard for it, right?
I mean, that's true. That's.
Let me get another one of those salamis, though. Those things fuck.
Grabs a salami, tosses the salami from the open cellophane.
Yeah.
No, honestly, you could take a whole here. Like, I'll just take this bag for you. Like, we'll give you the whole thing.
Like, I can't walk around with it because, you know.
Okay.
But like, if you can, is there somewhere you think you could like stash it?
I mean, probably like a closet or whatever. Like, I'll throw it outside, like in a bush or something.
And maybe not outside. Like, I don't know. Are there animals here? Like, I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, do they have?
I don't know They don't tell me shit.
Well,
They
fuck.
didn't even tell me, like, they told me to talk in front of cameras. They didn't give me a script. They didn't tell me anything. It's real sink or swim, and I'm treading water.
You hear the PA go off, and there's an announcement that everyone should settle in and take their seats, because they're going to be starting the evening events.
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta probably get back out there. You want to head back out there, or you want to, like, we should probably, yeah, I gotta go up, stage and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I could. Yeah, you could. For sure. Let's bounce. Yeah.
Okay, cool. She looks over at, like, one of the ruined gift baskets and goes, "Ah, shit." And she takes, like, one of them, tries to retie it in the worst way possible. Yeah, no one's gonna notice.
It's fine. It's fine. Give me.
Yeah,
And he'll take it, and he will, like, stuff it behind the, like, one of the big silver boxes and, like, jam it in there. Yeah, that's fine. No one will.
yeah, no one's gonna notice.
Yeah, it's
Here,
fine. No one will see that.
grabs him, bops, and then back to where they originally were.
Hell yeah. And he, like, stumbles a couple steps when you do, and he's like, "That's so fucking cool."
I mean, I don't like to brag, but it is pretty cool, and I get to do some pretty cool shit.
Hell yeah. We should really hang out soon. Like, we should get together and
Get my gear. She'll take out her phone, get his number and everything. Like,
you see that there seems to be, like, half a second of reluctance before he, like, puts his number in your phone.
sick. Malky Malk.
That's
That's,
correct. That's a choice. That's a choice.
I
right there.
it's a choice, and I'm sticking with it.
Mm.
That's all I can say about that.
All
because I
right,
think
Dal.
it's funny. Oh no!
You don't like
nothing
it. Oh, you don't
against
like it
me.
now.
Oh, I'm melting. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, my secret. Oh.
We're gonna.
I'm
I
dying.
would say we need to get someone over here with a mop, but I think that's probably gonna end up being me.
Yeah, unfortunately gonna have to clean this shit up. All right.
I need to go get back because I'm gonna get yelled at.
No, yeah, okay, cool. I should get back to my folks, but this was great. I love it's been good. Great talking to somebody like fucking real. Oh my god. I have so much to tell you, bro.
I cannot wait to hear it. And it's at that moment that I think all of you from your respective positions see every screen shifts to this room, this hall. In the back, there is a long table sitting on a stage with a sort of red tablecloth on it, and a number of people you recognize as like foreign dignitaries, representatives of different government and private organizations, and Professor Elania Monroe. And she stands, and the camera focuses in on her, and they go, "I am overwhelmed with the amount of support that we've received, and with so many familiar and new faces here with all of us. It has been years of work to get to this point, but it is a testament of what could be, what will be. And it is so promising that not only all of us here have come to break bread and share in this, but to show the next generation what it is." And then the screens go black. And there's a moment of silence and confusion. And then everything shudders beneath your feet. The walls twitch. The vines that make up these intricate tapestries begin to tense and wriggle, tightening and beginning to tear themselves apart. The pillars that hold up so much of this begin to fracture and crack. You can feel the ground beneath your feet tremble as though shivering in fear. And then you hear the first explosion erupt somewhere in the distance, and then a second, and then a third, and the lights go out. and everything begins to collapse. The doors to this hall bust open. Inside there is chaos, people running, screaming, fire everywhere. But that's not what really stands out. What stands out is in the center of it, this growing pit of absolute darkness, pulsing, growing, pulling everything towards it. Duncan runs towards the doors and sees you, Dahlia. His eyes go wide and he goes, run. And then you see him pulled back and folded in on himself as he's sucked into that black pit. What do the group of you do in this moment? What is your immediate reaction to what's unfolding around you?
Tempest's first thought is up. So gonna grab whoever is around. Actually, no. I think his first thought is up and then to Jules. So he's going to head back over to Jules.
Where are we? Because you said, because we were all kind of at different places, and then you said something happened and we all went to a different place.
So there is the main hall, and then before that is this like large open sort of like entry hall, like a large foyer almost that leads into the main hall. So the group of you are throughout the entry hall.
Okay, but we are still. I thought you said we like took our seats or something. Okay, all right.
No, because yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess since we were sort of separated, it would be. I mean, I don't know what kind of powers Fallon has, but since we were like going to talk to each other, I guess I would probably.
I think it was like holding on my hand trying to get you to give me your phone. I think that was like
right. Yeah.
before things popped off.
Something like that. Yeah. So I guess having Jules having the powers that Jules has, I would probably just try to like grab Fallon and run away from whatever this is.
Yeah. And if I see Jules running, then my thought is up, fly, sort of get a lay of the land, figure out what the fuck.
Yeah, we both have the move flair for the Nova. So.
Oh yeah. Fallon, do you?
I think I think like it's probably like so fast before Fallon doesn't even like realize what's happening because like probably heard the explosions and then before that just gone. But I don't know. Like I think Fallon's just like super confused. So they're just like like at first they're like what the fuck and then realize what's happening. Yeah, and just whiplash.
And then you are flying.
Yeah, we were flying. Yeah. But I think they're just like watching all this chaos because this wasn't supposed to be how the night was supposed to go. I was told that this was not the way the night was supposed to go. And I can't even I don't even know where my uncle is at this point. We're just moving. So yeah, I think it's just like just as fast as we're going, their thoughts are just like miles an hour. Yeah.
Wesley?
I think the first thing Wesley does is suit up immediately. So what happens is there's this again, it wouldn't be visible unless if it didn't have the like sort of like bright outline, so to speak, around this like super suit, but his like regular suit sort of like shreds away as he manifests this like hard light that is completely black again, except for the like white outline of light that surrounds it. And there's also this cape that comes down as this part of this like sort of hard light suit that he creates. He's not really good at manifesting outside art lights. He can only really put it on himself, and it's kind of for flavor because I technically can't do that mechanically. But so what happens is as soon as he suits up, and you said there were things collapsing on people, like the people are running out of the place, right? The first thing he tries to do is he rushes towards that area, and if there are like things visibly starting to fall on people, um, he'll try to catch whatever materials are falling. Like if it's like a big chunk, he'll just like fly up and try to stop it so people can continue to run wherever they're going.
Excellent. Dahlia.
Well, today's been a day for Dahlia. And not to be too dramatic about it, but I think while there's pandemonium everywhere, and even though her mentor just said run, I think that's the farthest thing from where her brain's at. She's just like, no, I'm good. I'll just let that go. And I think she feels the gravitational force like pulling her shoes are getting dragged as she gets pulled more towards the event horizon. But I think it's just those last words, run, get played almost like an auto command. Like that's the last thing, that's her last order from who was her father figure, best friend person that pulled her out of that. And so very reluctantly, feeling the cigarette in her pocket, the last three, she vops and is just out. But it's not even running. She's just watching as everything collapses in, and it's just whatever is the safest distance away, and she's just fully watching the flames rise up and everything, not saying anything. There's no smart ass remark that she has. There's nothing funny.
And I think our final panel for the night is that shift from that look on Dahlia's face to Tempest and Mach 1 and Fallon floating there, flying above all of this. Tempest, as you try and take in. Oh, yes?
I don't fly.
I thought
I have super speed.
Tempest had grabbed y'all.
Oh, no, I think because we were in different parts of the room.
You did.
Yeah.
I
He
apologize.
booked it. He went, boom.
My apologies. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
So Tempest, so you flying there above all of this, now outside, see these massive flames across the island, and more of these large, pulsing points of absolute darkness that seem to be dragging things in. And you watch as the dome trembles and collapses, and the island itself begins to sink. I think that's where we're going to end tonight.
Not the sink.
Sink.
The sink
Wow.
into the deep.
Not the kitchen sink, though.
Everything but.
Everything but. Everything.
It's better to never mind. I'm not gonna say that one.
So I think
I
we'll
can't
take
believe you've done this.
we'll go around so everyone can take a minute and let everyone know who you are, where you can be found, what you get up to, and all of that. I'm not going to pretend I remember reverse order. My brain is soup, and it's just like that. So I'm just going to grab someone, and that's what we're going to go with, X. And then you can popcorn this through it.
It's funny because I was last at the beginning.
You know what? I do vaguely remember that now. I'll take it. I'll pretend that was fun.
Everything's perfect. Hi everybody. I'm Extel. My pronouns are he. Well, so you do the beginning, but also they are still he, him. In case you were wondering, you can catch me at Extra the King on all the socials. I have been Wesley Hale Sklar tonight, who is having some issues for sure. Um, you can catch me here for Sundered Skies this Sunday, I believe it's happening. I'm the game runner for that, so I should know.
I would hope so.
You can catch me on tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow for the finale for Nights of Magic and Mystery. It's gonna be. Oh, I'm sad but also excited for it. Let's see. There's a lot of other stuff happening.
Tuesday.
I don't know. Do you want? Okay, yeah. Okay, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday the 10th. We're doing a new thing, doing a new show that we talked about a bit before, War of the Magi, which I'm the tail singer for. Lion is gonna play at the table, and we're gonna have a fun time using sagas, in the sort of JJK universe. So look out for that because Tuesday at 9 p.m. No, not 9 p.m. I believe we're doing it 8:30
30? Yeah.
p.m. Eastern. You can catch us, living life and fighting curses. So be prepared. You can also catch me on Start Playing, where I run a lot of games on there. Vampire mainly. You can catch me on Don't Kill My Character, First Segment Scourge, Superhero Shenanigans, Pride of Monsters. This upcoming Wednesday on the 11th, I believe that's this upcoming Wednesday, the next one coming up. For a game of Emberind, Heroes of the Realm, Black History Month game featuring all black cast on Don't Kill My Character. I am running Emberind for them, and it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be wonderful. So come by for that. I'm a social media manager here, Tales from the Table Studios. I think I said that already. I'm just trying to figure out what I got to say next. I'm just going to stop talking now and pass it to Eli so that I don't take up too much time.
Hell yeah. Hi, my name's Eli. I was playing Fallon, who's also doing the Janice playbook. We go back in all pronouns. I do TTRPG stuff. I'm the resident ghost doing TTRPG stuff around the space. I'm predominantly pro GM. If you want to play games with me, I'm also on Start Playing. I have a long-standing West March campaign that you can join and hang out. I make content supplements. I run stuff. So when I'm not when I'm doing stream, I'm also live from the Apocalypse on Tuesdays doing Tenebrous, and I'll probably be doing a bunch of new stuff as the year keeps going. So just follow me on a Ghost Eli, and we'll go from there.
I have returned because you called me.
You're back.
From
back, I summoned you.
Hi, I'm aptly named Rose from the Grave, and that's where you can find me on most socials that I care about and that I want you at. You can also catch me on LFTAs with Eli on Tenebrous. On Wednesdays, also on LFTA, you can catch me on Neon, where I play KT Rivera. And this Saturday, you can catch me on High Shelf Collective, where we will be raising money for the Minnesota Freedom Fund. We will be playing Orbital Blues and playing some sad cowboys. It'll be my first time playing Orbital Blues, and I'm very excited to enjoy. I will be playing a very sad mariachi-themed robot that is actually one of the best gunslingers in the West. So come check it out, donate to an amazing cause. Fuck ICE, free Palestine. And I'm going to send it over to Q.
Hey, hi, hello. I'm Q, your friendly neighborhood cowboy maker, living in these unprecedented times, hoping for once in our goddamn lives they are precedented. I don't see that happening, but God, we keep hope alive in this bitch. When you don't see me here, you can find me out out on the internet at Midnight Inc. That's Midnight, no more underscore INQ, except on Instagram. Q is my name. I'm sure you get it. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I am still making cowboys, but we're on a new theme this year, and it's up to you to figure it out. Pew, 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 pew. Any whoosy what's it? What's coming up next? I am also over at Live from the Apocalypse on Tuesday for Nephilim Tenebrous. I'm playing Captain Omari Leda, who went through it so much that he went back to using his original name. I am also here every other Sunday for Sundered Skies, where I play Doc Sunny Valentine, who climbs like Edward Cullen and runs like Devilman Crybaby. I will continue to use that because, boy, howdy. I have a bunch of stuff. Hey, Will, can I talk about any of the other ones?
Yeah, if you want to. I was going to talk about it.
Okay, cool.
One is on Monday, so
One's
yeah,
on-
definitely.
Oh, like this one coming up. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Hi. So on Monday, this Monday coming up, over at High Shelf Collective, I will be playing in the House of Starfall, which is a Girl by Moonlight campaign. Where I'm gonna be playing Orion, and you get to see him. He's gonna be fun. And then the alternate. What's the full name, Will? What's the full name for the other one?
What's the other one?
Ruby.
Wait, what?
Ruby.
That's the Ruby path.
Noir et Blanc, the Ruby
Yeah.
Path.
There we go. Alternate Tuesdays from Nephilim Tenebris is going to be Noir et Blanc, the Ruby Path, which is going to be a noir style masks game. And then, this Saturday, I will be over on Three Black Halflings with Candace the Magnificent. We're playing High Stakes, which is fun. That's not the system. I don't remember the system, but it's Mork Borg, but cowboys. There you go. There are other things. I don't want to talk anymore. I've been talking a very long time. This month is the start of me being very busy. So, Will, make it stop.
I wish I could, Q. I'm also dumb busy this month, so I'm going to run through this as quickly as possible. Monday, I am running the House of Starfall on High Shelf Collective. It is a Girl by Moonlight game that I've been describing as Game of Thrones in space meets Sailor Moon. It is going to be a lot of fun. Check it out. Nephilim Tenebris is a gritty near-future sci-fi game happening on Tuesday over at LFTA. You can catch half of this cast, well, more than half, including me, who runs the game over on LFTA. Wednesday, I will be back on LFTA with two other people from this game playing another Girl by Moonlight game called Neon, which is about cyberpunk magical girls in a post-apocalyptic future. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our new start time. I will be over at Entropy Emporium running God Complex Engine Series 02. It's the second season of another Girl by Moonlight game about making the corpses of dead gods into mech suits and fighting fallen angels this season. We killed all the space kaiju. That's not true. They're still around, but now there are fallen angels too. You may notice that I'm running 3 of the 4 Girl by Moonlight playsets this year at the same time on different channels. Stay tuned. There's only one more. I will not be playing in these games, but I will be running tech for them, and you should check them out. Friday night, the 13th, I will be running tech for another Three Black Halflings charity stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday during the day, I will be running tech for Shadows in Harlem over on Apochromatic Unlimited as part of their Black History Month fundraiser. And that's all that I'm going to talk about because that's a full week. So that's it for me. I'm on Blue Sky at a Will M Scream, just shouting about wrestling. So you can check that out now more than ever, shouting about wrestling, to be honest with you. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm done.
So I guess that leaves me. Hey, y'all. It's Drake Lionheart. Most people call me Lion. I use they, he pronouns. You can find me everywhere on the internet at It's Drake Lionheart. I have had the absolute joy of being your GM today. I am the founder and studio director for Tales from the Table Studios. I have to say that or I get yelled at for not mentioning it, so I say it. Yes, Q, I see you. You can find me here. The next time you'll see me actually is going to be tomorrow for the series finale. Question mark? Maybe season finale? We'll find out. People have been bullying people about it. Of Knights of Magic and Mystery, our Sentai and Sensibility actual play. Table 1 finished last week, and it was absolutely heartbreaking, and boy, are we going to look to follow suit. It's going to be great. So come tune in for that. It's been a wonderful ride so far, and I'm sure it's only going to get so much better as we barrel towards the end of this story, or at least this part of it, question mark. After that, you'll be able to see me on Sunday for Sundered Skies. My brain works, it's fine. For Sundered Skies, our fabulous Ultimate game that's already been talked about. It's a wonderful time, and there's some wonderful people, including the people who have already talked about it here. And it's great. After that, you'll see me Monday for Cozy Co-working, where I'll be hanging out on stream during the day, doing whatever. I call it co-working, but really I don't get any work done. Y'all do, and I talk to y'all because I get distracted very easily. But it's still a great time. We have a wonderful time with it. After that, Tuesday, War of the Magi, a new series we're very excited about. JJKX is going to be running it. It's going to be stupendous. I'm also trying not to take up too much time. Wednesday, Neon. We've already talked about it over on LFTA. You'll be able to see me there. Playing Leo, who isn't really dead. It's fine, and I'm eclipsing and totally not gonna die. We're fine. It's all good. It's gonna be a great time there as well. Am I forgetting anything? I probably am, but I'm trying not to take up too much time because I know we're a little bit over and everyone wants to go to bed. The last thing I will bring up, because I think it's super important, is we recently announced Days of Tales 3. So, like Q said, we do live in unprecedented times, and while we'd love for them to be a little more precedented, it doesn't feel like it's going to be anytime soon. So we're going to do what we can about that. Days of Tales is something that's always been kind of the core of our being, so we're going to be raising money for the Immigrant Defense Law Center, I believe is what it is. It's a great organization that's doing a lot of work to try and provide support, help for people who the current administration is trying to ruin the lives of. Fuck this administration. Fuck ICE. All the basics. So if you're interested in taking part of that, you absolutely can. Over on any of our socials or on our Discord, we have a link. You can also get it here, I think, by putting an exclamation point, Days of Tales. To get a link, we're looking for people who want to run games, play games, produce, take part in giveaways. If you've got a panel you want to bring up stuff and talk about stuff, it's going to be great. If you're interested, we're going to be running that next month, so we'll be reaching out to people in the next week or two as we start to set the hard schedule for the storytellers and for the panelists. I think that's everything I need to go over, and if not, it's fine. I can go over it next time. No worries. So for all of us here, including, of course, Sleepy Baby Frodo, who gets an honorary shout out, remember, eat enough food, drink enough water, love yourself, take care of yourself, do the things you gotta do, make space to let people lean on you when and where you can, and to lean on others when and where you need, because community's so important, especially now, and that's not going to be changing anytime soon. And always remember to tell your tales. Love y'all so much. Have a great night. See you next time.